Hey everyone, it's Orpheus here today with a new Vlad and Swain deck using the new self-harm Bilgewater cards such as Crusty Codger here, deal 2 to me. So I have a bunch of those cards, so this allows Swain and Vlad to level up. I mean, it's cool, like you get to level up both at the same time, kind of like Gangplank and Sejuani do that, but you get to do that with Swain and Vlad instead. I had a lot of fun playing this list. I've been working on it and updating it, and it's been doing better with the updates they've made, so I've had a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy this list as well. And the in-game finisher, of course, is Leviathan with the Swain, just like pretty much all Swain decks are, but Vlad helps in the mid-game and gives a little sustain and sometimes a little bit of reach as well. So I hope you enjoy this list. Now let's go ahead and get on to the games. Again, Shyvana and the Dragons, Snow Fiora, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna keep this hand. I want to have my champions. Just because I have a 1 and 2. If I didn't have the 1 and 2, I'd full mulligan. Like if I had like a 4 and like a Leviathan here or something, it'd be a full mull. But because I have 1 and 2, I'm pretty happy with this. I am playing Transfusion because combat tricks are pretty necessary right now. I'll pass. Reason being is they play Herald. I do want to play Octopus. Also, too, Transfusion is like a pseudo heal. And that reason being the +2/2, like if you give it to this, for example, then it would keep itself. Unfortunately, I do have to kill it off there, although it'd be nice, but yeah, this can become a 2/4 pretty easily. Well, it could probably take some damage first, but you get the idea. Kind of have to do that just because I have another one in my hand and I gotta keep my tempo up. They have pretty low tempo right now, so hopefully we can punish that a bit. I need more self-damage cards though. Well, that's one of them. That is getting 3 in. Essentially too good not to play here. Like even if they play the other dragon, like right now if I were to attack with these two, I would get this blocked. I guess I could make the argument that I most likely get this done and I get 2 damage in, but I'm pretty okay with this. Transfusion. Transfusion would be pretty nice here, wouldn't it be? But I can't play anything else with it, so we'll just play this instead. Bit unfortunate, but just the way it goes sometimes. Do I want to use Transfusion on that? I don't think so. Vlad. Probably my next play. Swain's just a little bit too far off, and we have Leviathan, so he's going to be my finisher. I guess I will attack with this for the extra 1 point of damage. I don't have any heal options, which feels a bit bad. But I do have Transfusion here, which is good. And Vlad is attacking last, assuming that he's going to level up just to get that extra damage in. This is pretty good. Could very easily ping Vlad here, add the bonus damage here, and then play Make It Rain to finish off the Shyvana. Sharp side, okay, never mind, we're not going to be able to do that. They're gonna single combat me. If they do that, at least I have Transfusion. Ooh. Okay. So, with this is 6, 7. It still dies. In this sense, though. Instead, we're going to ping this. Add the damage here to make sure Shyvana is going to die. Yeah, Shyvana dying is pretty big. Then I don't have to use the Make It Rain for either, and then my Swain combo's ready to go. Unfortunately, I lose like my whole board for that. And there's just not much I can do about it. This dragon's scary, scary, scary. But I do have Swain ready to go now. Ooh. Ooh. That's a nice Ravenous Flock. We don't want them to be able to like single combat this or something. Or play a bigger dragon, so we have to be a bit careful. Alright, no, this is fine now. Single combat doesn't hurt us enough, so perfect time to play this. Could make the argument for a Make It Rain after, so I could attack into that, but it's not worth it. Leviathan has to be dropped, and we have to hope they don't have a big spooky dragon to counter it. That sucks a bit. Alright, let's go Make It Rain. I think I have to go for this. Good. Even though it doesn't kill it, I still think I have to go for it. I could be wrong though. Shuffles the Swain back in too, which is nice. Yeah, I think I do have to go for it, because then Leviathan pulls another Swain and we can kill it. Or that one. Probably this one though. Pretty important stuff. Shakedown. Ooh. Hmm. Yeah, it'll depend on what they play here. If they play Mind Splitter, then we can play Ravenous onto the 5-1 or the 4. Kind of up to us. If they pass here, if we just take the pass, I would think. Because, like, we're okay with this board just getting frozen in its place. It's not a big deal. It's like, oh, alright. Cool. We've already spent pretty much all of our mana, too. If I have one more mana, I could play Ravenous Flock and then Shakedown and pull this, and then get Swain to go through, which is pretty hilarious. But unfortunately, I don't have that one extra mana. And I'm okay with it as well. So they know I have Ravenous in my hand. So I will play around Guiding Touch by going for this. Instead of this one, because if this gets Guiding Touch, I'd probably lose the game off of that, but this gets... They've played 2 already, but I think it's worth playing around. These get frozen. This attacking plays into single combat a bit too much, I feel like. Another Leviathan, yay! Which means another Swain. Makes me really happy I was able to get that Ravenous Flock shuffled back into my deck, the Swain one, when I played the Make It Rain. That Make It Rain actually made a really big difference. Okay. We got answers. We let this attack. Question is, do I play Ravenous? I think the answer is no. I mean, we are doing 6 damage from this. They could single combat. Oh, they don't have it? I feel like they would play it if they had it. So many stuns. Alright, so they have to single combat this. Or strike it or something. They know I have this Flock on hand too. That was a top deck Consider strike. Sharp sight, okay. Jeez. No, I think they're searching? I don't know. Alright. That was a lot going on there. So, we still win if we pass. Good. I was gonna say, Leviathan still wins, so we got that game. That was pretty sweet. Thank you, double Leviathan. Tahm and Lux. I actually haven't played against Tahm and Lux yet. This is pretty cool. I'll keep all of this. Got this, damage. So I want to play this and then play this, and it's pretty awesome. Maybe I'll even get Vlad on curve leveled. I don't think he'll be quite leveled on curve here, but he's close. Well, we shall see. Got a turn 1, can't complain. Got my heroes, can't complain. It's a good start overall. Even get into 2 damage. So Fortune Croaker is ideal here. I got another one. Now I really want to be able to play it. Good. You pay, I talk to spirits. So I'll open attack here, then I'll play the Croaker. Well, we got our end game ready. Well, I'm happy I don't have to worry about Avalanche. Okay, so Vlad is 5 out of 6 already. Holy moly. We have Ravenous Flock too. This thing is so dead. This is pretty hilarious. Goodbye, Kench. So... Ooh. Vlad kills too many things. We'll play this. Just in case we need one more Ravenous Flock. Just in case. So they can't even open with this, because if they do, we're just gonna Swain them. We're going to pain Swain them. I have to remember which one's the Swain one. Alright, they still take damage. Alright, so they're gonna do that, and then they're gonna get double flocked. Okay. So flock into flock. We'll see if they can do anything else. Nope. Hopefully they don't play something that has 3 attack. I have no idea what this deck plays. I never play against it. Now Swain's leveled. And stupid Tomkins, think he's just going to eat my Swain. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. We got another flock though. So they're gonna block this, and we're gonna flock that too. That's pretty funny. Then they can't single combat or anything either. And now Vlad's leveled. Wow, 3 flocks on 1 turn. Yep, flock. I'm happy with the way this is going. Really happy with the way this is going. Leviathans for my end game. Alright, so now I hope it's not a challenger. If it is, though, we got this. That's good. Yay. The icing on the cake would be a top deck shakedown. That would be the icing on the cake. So what we're gonna do here, though, is we're gonna play this. And then we're gonna wait for them to play something. We're gonna play Make It Rain on it. If we need to, we'll play the Box Octopus, too. Just to make sure everything gets a chance to hit the Nexus. Except these are a bit awkward, but we'll... The box octopus is going to be more for the challenger, not for the damage onto the unit that we pull. It's just so these can make sure they get their damage in. Okay. So that's a bit spooky because we know what that means. We know that that means there's a single combat on its way. We'll do this then. We'll save the make it rain for after. Not my Swain. Either that or they just don't have a good hand. I'm assuming Consider Strike or a single combat has to be on the menu here. But even then, I feel like we have too much damage for them. Especially if they play Consider Strike. Consider Strike can't win the game here. They play Consider, we play Make It Rain, then we open attack, and that's the end. We don't even need to play Make It Rain in that regards. But might as well if they have no mana. So we're fine with them passing here as well because we'll just use the boxy octopus. Yep, so there's a Consider Strike. And we'll stun up the rest of this. And that should be the game. They're trying to decide which one was better to stun. The answer is neither works. Hehehe. Now all these gonna get the damage in. And I don't pull anything because they can't do anything. So, yeah, Ravenous Flock just kind of made Tahm Kench really sad. But I'll take it. Against Ashe Nox, Noxus has Culling Strike. That makes Swain not as good when he's not leveled up. Looking for a 1-drop, but if we don't hit it, that's fine. We got a pretty okay start here regardless. We'll go ahead and open pass here as well. I'm liking all these flocks in my hand. I mean, who doesn't love themselves some Ravenous Flocks? I hate playing against this card though. It's definitely one of those cards. Fun to play with, terrible to play against. So they could Culling Strike here, but we have a Noxian Fervor, which I would easily use that just because it levels up my stuff so easily. They freeze it too. I think I also would Noxian. Okay, cool, they didn't. That feels pretty nice. Croaker, that makes me want to set this up. There's arguments to save it though, for next turn to play it into each other. That feels kind of bad. That feels really bad. The top deck, I would just let this open. Yeah, just let this go. I need the value and the draw. Do I want to play this? Probably. Could also be Lounging Lizard here though too. 4 out of 6 with Lounging Lizard. Yeah, because then I can play all these next turn. I wish I had a champion. That'd be nice. Alright, Culling Strike. That works out quite well. So we're fine with that dying. I could play Transfusion, but at this point, I'd rather just take the creature, I think. And it lives too, so it helps with my Vlad level up. Thank you, Nox Fervor. Vlad. Vladdy. I don't think I want to open attack against them. It doesn't sound like fun. Do I want to double flock though? Probably not. Probably not. Surprised I didn't develop anything there. I mean, I'll definitely play the Jagged here. I think I want to flock this instead. I think I just kind of ignore the Yeti for now. It's fine. They went down to 12. Got both champions ready to go, essentially. Swain can get leveled up from transfusion if needed, but I feel like Vladimir might be the play. I mean, right now, the challenger doesn't get that much damage, and I can play the 2-1. I would like Ashe to take some damage so I can play Flock on her after. Or I don't even have to play Flock then, I can wait on it. Flock seems pretty good here. Yeah, I'll take the Flock on that. So, good news with Swain. We'll play Flock first. So, if I place Swain here, I can burst on something with transfusion. So, that would be the Ashe in this case. And then I can follow it up. Yeah. I can flock it, or I might just win there, because they don't have a blocker for it. They might have harsh winds. I don't really know why they skip on 7. Oh, they're gonna freaking kill it with Coaling Strike. That's okay. So they have a very reactive hand is why they passed. That makes a lot of sense. I'm not opposed though. I'm fine with my play still. I have to develop to win. Ooh, alright, so this looks like an open attack. With keeping this behind. I don't want to use transfusion here. The reason I'm keeping this behind is for my burst stun in the future. On the bright side, because I killed my Swain, at least Leviathan does hit. Yeah, I kind of have to play it. Although they certainly could kill it with another freeze Coaling Strike, but that's the 3rd Coaling Strike then. If they have that, good for them. They really have a 3rd Coaling Strike. Oh, Reckoning. Man, I wish I had a way to kill that stuff. I don't though. We're still fine though. Let them do that. No, I have the Swain in hand, so maybe I should have played that first, but it's fine. Wish I didn't have 2 transfusions right now. Sure, it can level, but actually, I should have gone for this first and then played that after. But I can Ravenous Flock it though. I'll have to do that this turn. Unless this gets through, of course. We do have double transfusion. Okay. So...
one suffers, another thrives. Witness strength.
They have another freeze. I'll just go for this, I think. Now I want the blocker. Alright, there's the flash freeze. We got the transfusion. Man, now that doesn't die instantly, but you know what? It's still going to die. Dang it. Alright, there we go.
My glory.
Alright, let's go. I guess if I would have attacked with these, I could have gotten the lethal there, huh? That's alright. Goodbye, Ashe. Yay.
After the battle,
And that racketing was brutal, but somehow we made it through. Deal 2. So they're freezing. We don't want to overextend, so we don't play anything here. Vlad is still blockable. I mean, wait, they can block anyway because there's no Ashe yet. Oh, okay, so they're killing that. Goodbye, Vladdy. I mean, not Vladdy, Swain. Now we can play this. Alright, well we have lethal in a lot of ways now. Including Death's Hand. And this. I don't think there's much way they can do anything about this. And yeah, there's nothing they can do about the Crimson Pact. So Vlad's swinging in for the lethal. Sweet. That was a good game. A lot of back and forth in it. Wow, I was not expecting to win it.